Welcome to the video about my November plans. When I tried to select books for November, I looked back at my October plans and to the books which I wanted to color but unfortunately didn't have enough time. Most of all, I'm talking about these two books. In Colorless Kingdom, first I planned to color Vampire Lady for Halloween, but then I looked at all these beautiful pictures. This book I want to color completely, from the first until the last picture. But now I am more in love with the picture where a girl is dressed to celebrate Day of Dead, and in Wanderlust I have picture for the similar theme. So in Colorless Kingdom, I selected this beauty. Yes, it has frightening amount of petals for each of the flowers. I imagine interesting gradient from orange to red, and I think that I will need a week to color all those petals. But she's so beautiful. Nice makeup to celebrate the Day of Dead and such a beautiful eyes. I hope that I will manage to color it because she is amazing. In Wanderlust we also have picture which definitely for me has connection to the Day of Dead. But well, the advantage is that paper here is better. The disadvantage is that as all mythographic books, this picture is very crowded with many unnecessary details, and the bad thing is that it also has those hidden ugly objects. Of course, many of them I will manage to cover, just like I did on previous pictures. It's Wanderlust and it's by Alessandra Fusi. I still have very mixed feelings towards this one. First, I definitely can see that it was made digitally, yes, by person, not by artificial intelligence, but by person, maybe on some kind of iPad, something like this, some graphical program. So objects are duplicated, just rotated, and sometimes, yeah, pictures are very crowded. But this one is lovely. Again, I love the lady surrounded by roses. I imagine quite dark background here. The problem is all those buildings and feathers on top. So I still hope that I will manage to do it, because I neglected all my mythographic books for such a long time that it's a shame. They continue to publish lovely books. I continue to tell myself that you don't need them, you don't color those books which you already own, and that's true. So let's at least hope that I will be able to do something in Wanderlust, and then I plan to move to the winter books, to the frozen fantasies. So I need to do something in Wanderlust before I move to the winter theme. Another neglected book is my Country Kitchen Charm. During previous months I colored autumn book, but I promised myself that one day I will finish this Country Kitchen Charm. And with such speed, with such pace, oh well, I won't be able to finish it until the end of the next year. And for November, I can't decide what to do. Already start this winter project, or maybe to do something more natural. I color this book almost in order. So in the beginning I have this one uncolored. It's lovely, but here I somehow is frustrated by those very thick black lines, especially on the plants. Why? Just why? On shelves maybe that's okay, but on flowers and leaves, well, I will have to mask them with something, and that's the only thing which is stopping me from starting this one immediately. But it's lovely. You know that I love to color kitchen stuff, so maybe I will do this one. Now, of course, in November I will be coloring books by Mr. Hampson, and if October I mostly traveled with Mr. Fogarty, I think that maybe it's time finally to do something in Mountain King and in Lost and Found. In Lost and Found, I planned to do this title page in October. It's very interesting because it has some paraphernalia. Sorry guys, I don't remember the right word, but so many interesting objects. I hope that at least one book in my collection will have nice title page. Usually I skip them, but here it's really very interesting. In Mountain King, I think that my way of selecting next project will be simply open this book on any unexpected picture and in such way to challenge myself, because I really love all those pictures, and it's even difficult to select which part I want to color, the first or the second, where there are small alternations in pictures and where are bigger black backgrounds, bigger amount of background. But if I miss Mr. Fogarty, then I think that picture which I want to do next, it will be this one, because it has such a story behind. Here we have an explanation that before Mr. Fogarty and Snail started their journey to Japan, and actually Japan I already colored. Unfortunately, Mr. Fogarty missed to go on board in time, so their ship sailed just with Mr. Snail but without any baggage. Mr. Snail is unprepared, Mr. Fogarty is left on the shore, so maybe he will pair with a tiny pirate. Such a nice story behind just one page, really lovely, and I think that this will be my next project. I don't know for November. Oh, for December, definitely no, because December it's always about Christmas, of course, so I need somehow to put it into my plans if I want to continue traveling together with Mr. Fogarty. I need to do another attempt in Ivy. I was so disappointed in my last finished picture here, so I totally dropped this one. You know that I don't like it and I color it every time with big efforts, but each time I start page with big hopes that I will manage to turn picture into something interesting, something creative. And my next attempt I want to do on this page with goblet, where inside we have mouse and ivy. Just wish me luck, because of course here, if I want to turn it from children illustration into adult coloring, I need to do background here to do something interesting. I think about maybe a stone wall behind them. At least it will be connected to the story that they are inside of the dragon castle. Well, I can color the goblet quite easily, it's not a problem. Problem is empty background. I told myself that I have half of the month until November 15 for all those pictures which I want to do, and then I start to color Christmas pictures, because I always have huge list of Christmas pictures which I want to do, and such a short amount of time in December. You know that in December we're all very busy at work, the workload is huge, so not enough free time for anything, and of course for coloring also. So I need an early start. Of course, my main books for all Christmas colorings, there will be books by Teresa Goodrich, these two. Christmas Charm, Enchanted Christmas. I hadn't selected anything particular yet, because here I can open them on any page and color. Christmas Charm I love a little bit more, because here we have some elves, some fairies, here more of landscapes or nice Christmas rooms, so this one is a little bit more for my taste. And yes, I just plan to open it at any picture, at any page, and I hope that at least 2-3 pictures during November and December I will do. Another book which I want to do, my main Christmas book, It's this Christmas elf story by Crystal Vogel. Again, here I love all pictures in the same way. They have same amount of details, and it's very difficult to select which one I want to color first. So maybe again the same method. Just open it on any page and color it. Very lovely book. I recently did a flip through and I can recommend it because it really helps to create Christmas spirit. Her pictures are very detailed but very lovely. Now let's talk about couple of books, couple of pictures which I plan to color each Christmas time, but maybe for 5 years those poor books, they are listening to my stories that I will color them. Oh no, not enough courage, not enough time. The first, it's spread in Legend Nouveau by Herb Leonhardt, and the spread, it's perfect for November. You start from the Oak King, which you can turn into autumn picture, and then you move to the Holy King, which is perfect for winter. I think that if you follow my channel, you had listened this story many years. Yes, I am guilty. I want to color it and never had enough time. The same story, it's about picture in Mama Girl. I think I even forget the English name of the book. Shame on me. And it's a beautiful spread with angels in the very beginning of the book. Sorry guys, I somewhere lost my bookmark again, but it's in the very beginning. Look at this beauty. They are so elegant, so beautiful that every time I want to start them, I was so afraid to mess up because of course I don't have duplicates that, well, I was afraid to start. The lady on the left I love more, the lady of the right I also love, especially the musical instrument, but well, maybe a little bit less. So if I start, I will start as a coward from the right side, where it's not so frightening. I don't even know if I want to do the same color of the background here. I will try watercolor, very light pastel watercolor background. I don't even know the similar one for both pictures or just pastel colors, but maybe different shades. Well, you can see that I hadn't finished my color planning yet for these pictures, but I really want to color them. Another picture which I really need to do, it will be Symphony of Cute Animals. Last months I dedicated more to the Nelko Neko cats, so my symphony was neglected, and I need to return to it because it has many wonderful pictures. For now my favorite is this spread, this probably Christmas table or Christmas fireplace decoration. Anyway, I imagine everything here on the dark background, and for me that's the biggest problem. I think that I will try to do background with some of the dark watercolor shades with minimal amount of water to get very opaque coverage, and then I hope that I will manage to color this one. Of course I want to color more pictures here because I remember how much fun I had doing this spread during last December, so I hope that during this Christmas season I will manage to color something similar in level comparing to that spread. You can see that my plans, they are not huge because of course I know that many pictures I will select spontaneously, and that's good to have something prepared and sometimes to do unexpected choice. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope that in the end of November some of these plans will move to the colored pictures. I hope that you will have very nice December and you also are full of plans to finish your fall pictures and to start doing your Christmas coloring.